The worst form of slavery is when the actions of other people determine how you feel. Imagine that someone had the power to determine your happiness, peace, joy, comfort, and satisfaction. That would be too much power in the hands of that person, right? The power over your life, career, and perhaps your future. Notice that most people genuinely think and act as if someone really had that much power. They consequently behave as victims of the environment, the system, the economy. We love victimization because it takes responsibility away from us. No, it's never our fault. It's always someone else's fault. It's the system, it's the school. We don't have, certificates. You name them. But what if you were not really a victim and that you possess the power to shape your life and future? What if your responsibility and actions were greater than what you ever thought? What if that was true? Or what if you were that powerful? So in this video, I am going to use material from James Allen's book, written several years ago, titled As a Man Thinketh, to share with you that no one but you should have the power over your life. That one of your most prized possessions is your mind, and you should treat it like we treat gardens. That is, with absolute care and with love. That is how we treat our mind. Again, based on James Allen's teachings, I will try and show you how you are more than responsible for your past, current, and future experiences and circumstances. Hopefully, I will discuss how your past thoughts have brought you where you are today and how your current thoughts will likely take you to a sure destination in the future. And if you stay to the end, I will share with you some ideas and tips on how to harness the power of the mind and stay positive all the time. I am Narcis Kwame, and I am a member of the John Maxwell team. Last week, I promised that twice a month, I will share with you my takeaway from the books that I am reading or the ones that I have read, with the hopes that the impact they had on me will be impressed upon your mind. So this week, I am revisiting As a Man Thinketh by James Allen. Let's skip all the nitty-gritty about James Allen and jump right into the material. The book can be summarized in this one sentence: the key to success or failure is in our hands. We are the makers of ourselves through thoughts. Thought influences character, and character undoubtedly affects our circumstances. So let's start with how thought influences character. Many people do not know this, but the average person on the planet thinks about 60,000 thoughts a day. However, 95% of those thoughts are the same as the day before, making us kind of live the same day again and again, over and over. So Allen argues that a man's character does not result from chance. It is the fruit of continuous thinking, whether good, noble, or bad or bestial, the consequence of which is impressed on character. He adds, and here I am quoting him, "A noble and godlike character is not a thing of favor or chance, but the natural result of continuous effort in the right thinking. We mold our character, and whether good or bad, by the kind of thoughts we entertain, who sooner or later will have real consequences in real life." So thoughts have consequences in real life. James Allen likens the power of thought to the garden, which always produces whatever we plant. If we take care of it, it gives us beautiful little plants, things that you love. But if you allow weeds to take root and colonize it, you will have a garden out of harmony. So from your thoughts, you will build a character, and from your character will spring automatic acts of love, compassion, hope, hard work, resilience. Or on the other hand, from character can spring fear, doubt, envy, discouragement, jealousy, and even murder. Thoughts crystallize into habits, and habits solidifies into circumstances. Thoughts of fear crystallize into habits, which then produce failure. Are you familiar with that? Thoughts of courage and decision crystallizes into manly habits, which solidify into success and freedom. The point here is there is a cause and effect relationship between what happens in a man, which is the thought, and what happens outside a man, which is the circumstances that that thought creates. That is perhaps why the Bible says to watch over your heart with all diligence, for from it flows the springs of life. Man does not obtain in life what he desires, but obtains what he deserves. Thought and action can imprison when they are negative, whereas they can bring freedom, liberation, when those thoughts are noble. The effects of thoughts is even felt on the body. A man's body can be sick by thought, and just the same way, through his thought, he can achieve wellness. The American Doctor Association has established that 95% of doctor visits are due to stress. And stress happens when your thought and body are out of balance. When you are out of balance, things like anger accumulate, aggression, hostility, fear, hatred, shame, jealousy. They are created by the stress hormone. If not regulated and activated for a long, if not regulated and they are activated for a long period of time, stressful situations can deregulate your genes and create disease. If you want to live a healthy life, cultivate healthy thoughts. So good thoughts and actions will hardly produce bad results. Likewise, bad thoughts and bad actions will really produce good results. If you want good results, think good thoughts. In James Allen's book, there is a caveat, however. He does not offer concrete advice on how to change your thoughts. I want to step in and offer you you must acknowledge that you cannot remove a bad thought. You can only replace it with a good thought. The Bible calls that renewal of the mind by focusing on everything that is true, honorable, right, worthy of respect, pure, lovely, something that brings peace, that is admirable, and that is excellent. That is how you change a thought. Tip number 2, you need to find time every day to think about the quality of your thoughts. Most people complain about not having enough time during the day or even in the evening to set their thinking record straight. That is a huge mistake. It's as if someone fails to consume gas or petrol in his car when he's driving because he has no time. Just imagine the consequences. The result is that they are quickly out of balance. So tip number 3, learning to undo negative thought is like learning to practice a new sport. Initially, it is hard, but as you practice repeatedly, it becomes better. Yes, incremental improvement is possible, even for thoughts. The more you practice replacing good thoughts with the bad ones, the more you accumulate those good thoughts. Focus on the good thoughts only. I know that it is easier said than done. It is said that attention is a life force. An author, James Butler, once said that the more you give attention to something, the bigger it gets. The thing magnifies. The more you think about your problems, the bigger they get. But once you turn your attention to something else, the thought is diminished. So in this video, I've talked about your thoughts being like a garden that you need to nurture so it keeps producing good fruit. We are not victims, but active actors in the creation of our lives and futures. The vehicle or instrument we use to create is our thought. We also saw that the quality of our life is determined by the quality of our thought. So we need to quit the victim mentality based on what we've just seen and take full control of our lives, control what is in our minds, what happens in ourselves. If you are new here and love this video, please hit the thumb up, share with your friends so they can learn along with us. Press the subscribe button if you want to follow our series on the books we are reading and lesson we are learning. So bye bye for now. See you in our next video. Take care and God bless you.